Welcome to the deep dive. We take interesting sources and we really dig in to find the key takeaways for you.
That's right.
And today we're plunging into something quite magical, actually. It's the concept of memory, seen through this whimsical story called The Clouds Lost and Found Memories.
A lovely source for this topic.
Yeah, so our mission really is to try and uncover why some memories seem to fade away.
Where they might actually be hiding.
Exactly. And, how we might bring them back. Understand their power, their emotional value for you.
And the story sets the scene so well. It talks about a quiet little building wrapped in soft silver mist.
Right.
With that sign, lost and found for forgotten things.
Instantly gives you that feeling, doesn't it, that they're not truly gone.
No, just misplaced, which is comforting.
Yeah.
And there's Misty, the cloud keeper.
Shimmering, soft bluish silver light, waiting.
Waiting for these moments to be found again.
Okay, so that leads perfectly to the first big question. If memories aren't lost, what does forgotten really mean in this context? Misty tells Toby, some you've tucked away with time, but they never truly left you. How accurate is that from a cognitive viewpoint? Are they indestructible?
Well, that's where the story's metaphor meets science, Cognitive science suggests memory isn't like a perfect recording that just sits there. Forgetting is often about retrieval failure.
Retrieval failure, okay.
Yeah, the memory might still be there, encoded somehow, but you can't access it. You lack the right cue.
Like losing the key to a room.
Exactly. And this tucking away, as the story puts it, that could be attention lapses, or maybe life just gets too busy, like the story says. Our hearts get too busy.
Right. So encoding suffers, or recall does.
Precisely.
So, okay, if they're not gone, where are they? The story has Misty's glowing memory cabinet.
Yeah, full of twinkling fragments.
Like a chipped marble or a note or even just a sound. How does that map onto our brains?
That focus on vivid fragments is actually quite insightful. It points towards episodic memories.
Episodic, meaning?
Yeah. Specific events tied to time, place, feelings, sensory details. Like the marble brings back not just the marble, but the game, the feeling, the sunlight maybe.
Okay.
And these aren't stored in one single spot. They're distributed across neural pathways. So those sensory bits, the marble, the sound, they act as anchors.
Retrieval cues again.
Exactly. Pull on one, and the whole memory, the feeling, can come flooding back.
Which brings us to the how. How do we find these cues? How do we bring them back?
The story gives examples.
Yay.
Toby finds that birthday card for his mom.
And his eyes mist over. It triggers something powerful.
A very direct, tangible link, an external cue. And then you have the other clouds. Pom-pom, singy cloud.
Right. Rediscovering smells, like cocoa or sounds.
It shows how different senses can unlock those pathways. And it hints at shared experience, too.
How so?
Well, sometimes someone else provides the cue. Looking at photos together, telling stories.
Yeah.
Reminiscing.
It helps reconstruct those faded connections. We help each other remember. And that leads right to the core insight, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Toby realizes, looking at his glowing shell.
That memories aren't just things from the past. They are keys that unlock love all over again.
That's powerful. And Misty adds that final thought.
When you help others to remember and cherish, nothing is ever truly lost.
It really underscores the emotional weight, the connection.
Absolutely. These aren't just files. They're tied to our feelings, our identity. They bring back love, connection. Helping others remember reinforces that shared human experience.
So, wrapping up this deep dive, the main idea from The Clouds Lost and Found Memories is pretty clear.
Yeah, memories might get pushed aside by life, by busyness.
But they don't vanish. They're waiting for us to stop to truly see again.
For the right trigger to make them glow.
And like Toby found, they're keys. Keys unlocking love, connection, all over again.
And that idea that helping others remember means nothing's truly lost.
Yeah.
It's profound.
So for you listening, maybe take a moment. Think about your own forgotten things.
What tiny detail from your past might be waiting? A scent, a sound.
Maybe a taste, something seemingly small.
Think about what finding that specific cue, that little key, might unlock for you. Could it bring back that feeling of love all over again? Something to ponder?